y'all can see me, bear with me. I'm trying to get started here, and y'all know I'm new at this. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to see. There we go. I can see that it's there. Let me click on that so I can see comments. Let me get there. Uh-oh. Give me a second if you can see me. I guess it helped. If for some reason it was set on private, so. Give me a second if you can see me. Trying to make it where I can read some comments here. It's a little too narrow on my monitor. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm really trying to. My actual camera software is. Is anybody there? I'm trying to get this going, guys. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. Let me just see here. I just can't see. I see that 4 people are in here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this going. I thought I had all the snafus worked out, but hello. Hello, Wacky. Good to see y'all here. Hold on. Let me move some stuff out of the way so I can see my camera a little better. All right. I'm a little behind. You know, I've got a little delay from what you're seeing, I believe. So, hello, Deeb. Thank you. All right. Can you give me a hello if you can see me now? Because I'm trying to get it worked out. Barbara, hello. Hi, Caleb. Hello, honey. Okay. Hello, Knack Knack. And hello, Wizard again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, my mouse is giving me a fit. I don't know why. Everything's worked great until, of course, you go live, huh? So just bear with me. I am working on this. I keep losing my... Here it comes back. There we go. All right, I'm trying to, I don't need the whole, whoops. I need to be able to see my camera angles like when I'm doing my spices later. So just hold on a minute. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Pat, hello, Pat from Chicago. No, I'm so glad you joined. Marie, hello, everybody. I'm so thankful and proud that y'all joined. I'm so glad to be talking to y'all live. I know, Marie, I'm so happy about that. I can't believe it. What a time difference, huh? I'm very flattered, baby. And you know, I've been talking to some of y'all for a really long time, and I'm just thrilled to have y'all here live with me. I mean, now we can talk. I want y'all to know, I said this again, but some of y'all have joined since I said it. There is a little delay. There's a delay. I'll say something, but it's a little behind. Like, I'll be already saying something else. I'll see myself in the monitor on YouTube. It's behind. So anyway, we'll work it out, won't we? I'll get better at this stuff. All right, let me get back where I can see comments. It's hard to, I got to do, I know what I'll do. I'll just lower it just a little bit. There we go. Now I've just got to be sure I'm down on the comments so I can see the comments. Okay. Hey, Marie, guess what? There's a strong chance I do that quite a bit. And some days I just put an apron over it. I admit, I got dressed for y'all though. I try to get dressed every day, but some days, and y'all know if you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm just not feeling it. So I'll just throw an apron over what I have on. Oh, Barbara, don't you thank me for doing this. I've been wanting to do this, and I felt just heartsick when the stream was already over and I realized that you were thinking it was live still, and it's hard, it's confusing. So I've tried to, oh, well, thank you, Barbara, the delay is fine. Okay, well, it might be just me then. But anyway, I adore you too, Barbara. Now, I know I'm skipping around. I can't see. Some of them I'm going up and down. And y'all, I'm just so happy to be here. I tell you what we're going to do is, hold on a minute. I'm going to switch my camera angle right here. I'm just going to give you a little hint. Nothing fancy. I've already got it all measured out. And I'm not going to actually name out all the measurements. I'm just going to go down what I put in. This is my fajita seasoning. And this is one version of my house seasoning. So we'll make those in a little bit. But right now, I just want to talk, right? Well, what do y'all have to say? Anybody want to ask me anything? I'm here. This is my second stream. I'm still going to get used to it, but we'll get it done. So, well, you know what? I guess the camera angle would help, wouldn't it? Y'all just want to see my hands sitting there on the table? I guess I've done that in a few videos too, hadn't I? So anyway, everybody, we had a couple of little tiny showers came through. Sun's out. It's a beautiful afternoon now. There you go, Barbara. That's it. I'm right outside of Atlanta, Pat. Pat from Chicago. I always enjoy your comments. I'm very flattered. Y'all, I can't tell y'all. Y'all just know how to make my heart sing. I'm telling you. I don't deserve all that praise I get. I mean, I get a few ugly comments. I got over those a long time ago. People are just going to do that sometimes, aren't they? But my people, who I consider my people, I know y'all gonna like it. Or, you know, I've got these youngsters. I call them youngsters. You know, I'm old enough to be their mama. And, you know, some of y'all know how to cook. Some of y'all are excellent cooks. And you might just want to see what I do differently than you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But some of these sweeties, they're just cooking for the first time. And that's why I get chastised sometimes, because I do basic recipes. But y'all know, always down in the video, in the description, I always put stuff like, you know, optional, what's good. But if you're new to cooking, you need to know the basics before you start. You know, you're not on the Food Network. And I think that's the syndrome too many people have. They see these chefs, you know, chop, 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 whatever. Throw a little of this. Oh, it's all got to be fresh. It's all got to be, look, dried herbs are excellent for some things, and they do not affect the taste of the food as opposed to fresh. So anyway, I'm not going to get off on that tangent now today. Now let's see what we got. What do we have? You're welcome, Pat. Yeah, I'm right outside of Atlanta, and I've been here. In fact, next week it'll be 30 years I've lived in Georgia, but I was born and raised in Louisiana, as many of y'all know. Wacky, you always get hungry after watching one of my videos. Well, thank you, Marie. Yeah, you know, I've told y'all, I just got to be me, don't I? I just got to do Hedy. I can't be doing Emerald. I can't be doing Justin. I'm not Paula. I'm Hedy. So I'm just going to be me. I guess some stuff slips out of my mouth sometimes, but that's all right. If I can edit it out sometimes. I'm just kidding. Y'all know I'll let it go, don't you? Only thing I mainly edit out for is time. Because y'all know I'm a rambler. I'm a rambler. Oh, you know that? Look, I'm always from Louisiana, aren't I? Louisiana's in my heart. It'll never be gone. What do they say? You can take the girl out of Louisiana, but you can't take the Louisiana out of the girl. And that is so true. It is very, very, very true. Because, for instance, you know, obviously I'm Southern. But what other people don't know is you can go from the Carolinas all the way, say, to East Texas, and there's differences. What they do on the East Coast might be a little different than what they do in Georgia. And then Alabama and Mississippi going to take that and mix it up. And then Louisiana, you know they're going to mix it up. And then you got your Tex-Mex from Texas and your Mexican-style cuisines. And it all blends. You know, so you got your Creole and you got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then you just, but it's all Southern, I guess if you want to call it that. But like I said, how they make their beans in North Carolina might be a little bit different than, you know, how they make them down in Mississippi. So, yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that in. Am I rambling? Let's see here. Yes, Barbara, I do. And I have not done a video on that, and I am actually gathering apple scraps. And the next time I get a bag full, I am going to show you how I make hold on a minute. Let's see. I thought I had some on the table. Hold on. I'm just going to I'm just standing up. I want to show Barbara my vinegar. Sorry about that. And I left the wrong camera angle on. I apologize. I just realized I did that. I thought it was on the table is why I did that. Hold on. I've got to move y'all where I can't see. Look here. Look, Barbara. See that mother in there? This is some good vinegar right there. I love it. It's so good. It takes about 6 weeks. It would take a little bit longer in the winter. But with the summer, even with air conditioner or whatever, it's going to heat up certain times of the day. And mine made in about 6 weeks this time. So, but yeah, that's my vinegar. Let's see what else we have here. Let me catch up. When I moved, I lost some of the, here we go. How did I miss that? Wow, that's weird how the comments are doing. Well, Barbara, and you know I've told you that in posts before, but I sure hope, if they want to know, I'm happy to help teach them. And you know, look, I'm a regular cook. I've told y'all a million times this is my regular kitchen. But what I'm trying to say to y'all is, I mean, if there's something you're wondering how I make it, ask me. Y'all know I've done video requests. And if it's something I feel like I'm comfortable doing or something that I just hadn't shot a video for, I'll move it up the list if there's a request for it. So I've got all kinds of stuff coming up. I'm going to show y'all how I do my pork butt, Boston butt, whatever you call it, on the stove. And then we'll take a little of that and I'm gonna, well, it turned out I took the whole thing and shredded it for barbecue. And I made pulled pork. And then I made coleslaw. I had actually done it on the 4th, and believe it or not, I was gonna do the pork for making tamales. And the kid said, wow, I mean, like, can't you take some of that and make pulled pork? Well, then one thing led to another, and the whole thing got pulled again for barbecue. So they enjoyed it, I believe. But anyway, I actually prefer to do my pulled pork butt in the oven, and I will upcoming show you how to do that as well. But anyway, yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff coming up. But yeah, vinegar will be on the list, and you know, it's just I've got to get enough. I just keep a Ziploc bag in my freezer, and then apple cores and all that, or if you had an apple that there's a spot going bad, I just cut the rotten out and, you know, cut the apple up, just throw it in the bag. And then when I get it all filled up, that's when I'll start a batch. So you'll be in on that when I do. Of course, it'll take a long time, 6 to 8 weeks to make that video, but I'll start it, and then of course it'll take a while, and then I'll finish it up when it's done and I've filtered it and everything. I will. It is so easy, you will laugh when you find out how easy it is. Pork butt is so good, and there's so many things you can do with it. You know, it's really good. It's excellent, like I said, for the pulled pork. I use it and shred it up, and I shred it a little finer for the tamales. But we'll be going over that anyway. So, pardon me, everybody. I hate to be rude, but I'm going to take a little drink. Thank you. And so, anyway, it is. It really, really is. It really is. Oh, well, thank you, Wacky. I always appreciate that. When sharing of the videos, yes, I do appreciate that. And I mean, I know I just said it, but I'm going to say it again. I appreciate y'all so much. I mean, the channel is growing like crazy, y'all. It's growing up. I mean, I have over doubled my subscribers per month. And it, you know, and it just seems to keep piling on each other, and that's good, except, you know, I get behind on comments, but y'all know I'll come in. I try to do it at least once a week. If I've had too much going on, I know I've gone a little longer, and I apologize for that, but y'all know when I can, I'm gonna answer those comments pretty quick. I'm making you hungry again. Oh, I did put some makeup on for you, Barbara. I look terrible, but thank you. I appreciate it, sweetie. I do appreciate that. Okay, well, look, why don't we do this? Y'all can think of something. If you want to say something, you know, I'm here. It's just like, I know it's not exactly the same, but, you know, y'all know the table's right here, and this is my old beat up Hey Hedy table. I admit that. It's not my real table. But because of my lighting rig and everything, it's the one I'm having to work with right now. Hopefully that'll be redone at another time, but I'm not going to worry about it. So maybe, hold on, let me get I'm going to get the comments back. Let me make sure I'm centered. Give me 2 seconds again. Make sure I'm centered on the table. Here we go. And now you see me with my mouse. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. Now, I made some notes so I didn't forget. Here's my fajita seasoning. I'm not going to give you the measurements because, you know, I'll always include them. Matter of fact, I may either just shoot this in a separate video, or I will just edit this out with a fake intro and outro. And use this part of the footage to show you how easy it is. So I am going to try to go over everything that's in here. I might not point to the right thing, and this chili powder actually covered a couple of things. So I'm just going to go down what I have in this bowl. I have onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, cumin, chili powder. I've got a little bit of oregano, and that's optional. I know somebody on here that doesn't like oregano, or so I've heard. So totally optional, but very good. And I've got, look, I'm going to tell you something about cilantro. I do, when I make my fajitas, I chop up fresh and throw in the pan at the last. If you want to, though, you could put a couple of teaspoons of dried cilantro in here, okay? That's totally up to you. And just like I said earlier, I was thinking about the fajita stuff, and that's why I mentioned that. You know, in some cases, dried is just as good. It's the same thing, it's just dried. And also, I've got 1 tablespoon of cornstarch in here as well. That helps it to stick to the food. Okay, that's it. I measured it out already off camera, obviously. And that cornstarch wants to stick a little. And I've also, my other thing here, I'm going to show you in just 2 seconds. My onion powder is lumping up on me. But that's no big deal. That cornstarch in there will help with that too. And you just give it a little shake here. And I would, ooh, I wish you could smell that. Hold on, let me see if I can't get it up there. Anyway. Wasn't that easy? Why would you buy a packet when you can do that? That's how short and sweet that was. I'm going to show y'all something real quick about my, let me get my little rag here. I'm going to show you real quick. This is a coffee grinder that I don't use for anything but spices, okay? But what I have in here is, remember that dehydrator I had a while back? And here, let me, this is my onions I dried myself. These are Vidayas. And then they're dried really well. And I just took some of this, need a little onion powder, put some in here, and I already did a little test. That's why that looks dirty to you, but I already actually took some out, but here, there is still some in here. But I'm just going to show you. This is automatic. It'll cut off. All right, and look at that. Onion powder. Poof. And I wish y'all could smell that. I've never smelled onion powder that smelled that good coming out of a bottle. That's a promise. I'm going to do the same with my garlic, but I just don't have any dehydrated sliced garlic that I like to mince up. Maybe I'll show you how to do that. But anyway, it's no big deal. And this is my house seasoning. And what I have in here is, now look, a lot of people make their salt even with their pepper. I don't do that. Y'all know for a long time, I can tell y'all that I like to salt the food. I don't like to oversalt it when I'm cooking it. You can salt it if you want to, because if you've got someone in your family who's low sodium or anything like that. Anyway, this is kosher salt. I've got some fresh ground pepper that I ground right before the show. You know, my Space Age, y'all know I showed y'all that before, my Space Age pepper grinder. And I've got granulated onion. I got paprika. That is totally optional, but it really adds a depth. And something I do is I like to add a teaspoon and a half of ground ginger. Totally optional, but it does, again, just like the paprika, it adds to it. And optional Cajun seasoning. Sometimes I put 1 or 2 teaspoons in there. And if you want to, you can put about a teaspoon of parsley in there. But you don't know what you're going to use it for. So hold on, let me get back to, here we go. Boy, I'm rough, aren't I? But that's my house seasoning. Now, sometimes I'll leave the paprika out. Depends on what I'm going to make with it. So let me see here. Let me catch up. See what I missed. Because I just know there's a slew of messages. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yes, it is. And I am going to be doing and see, here's something you'll be able to say. You'll be able to say, wait, here it is. I was with her when she made this. I'm going to use this on my chicken fajitas video coming up. I've already got all that getting ready. I'm not making it today, but I'm going to make it tomorrow. Making you hungry again. Oh my goodness, thank you, Mysterious. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes. If you're new, go to my page and then go click videos. I've been on here a long time. You might can find something that you'd like. And all my older videos, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, crappy lighting, crappy cameras, everything. I've tried to do what I can to rig things up. But I'm slowly going to be remaking everything that was older, because with the newer equipment, the lighting will be better and all that good stuff. Yes, I love oregano. It's just amazing. I mean, there's just some dishes that are the same without it, but it is good. But some people don't like it, and I understand that. But in something like this, just try it. Just trust me and give it a try. You might go, wow, that's pleasant, so I saved you a ton of money from brown sugar. Yeah, I'm telling you, just stuff like that. Y'all, I'm right. Some of these people, they don't even know where their food comes from. They have no idea what mayonnaise is. I mean, I kid you not. Something as easy as fajita seasoning, or garlic salt. I rarely use onion or garlic salt, but sometimes if there's a new recipe I'm testing, I like to piddle. I'm a foodie just like y'all are, but I don't want to waste money, and it'll sit there 10 years before I use the bottle up. So I actually make a smidgen of my own when I need it. So, hello ADD, welcome to the stream. I've had it for years. I don't even remember now. I've had this 20 plus years, but thank you. I love it. I do love it. I got it out for y'all. I said, well, I'll put extra ring on today. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Remember, y'all, we're drinking coffee or tea or a Coke or Mountain Dew, and we're just sitting at my kitchen table, and we're just talking. So that's how I want to come across anyway, and that's how I want to come across in my videos. I'm not trying to be, look at my granite kitchen and blah, 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 and bloop, bloop, bloop. And I don't even have any pictures up or anything, but I'm going to chop and look at my expensive knife and look at my knife skills, and I'm not about that. And y'all know I've told you a million times, it is painful to have to sit there and watch somebody chop up 3 stalks of celery. I'm just like, please don't chop that whole stalk. Y'all know I've told y'all that. I mean, come on, man. Sometimes they don't even try to talk. I mean, they're just sitting there, chop, 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 chop. Anyway, y'all know how I am. I also don't smack on camera and taste my stuff. I can't stand that when they do that. And then they smack on purpose and they go, I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, but y'all know I'm going to be me. So I'm just, I've told all that for years. Let's see. Okay, Mysterious. Yes, please do. And give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. I love it when people make the dish and actually, number one, that they actually would take time out of their day to go back and tell some lady they don't even know, wow, I liked this. I mean, that alone is amazing to me. Because a lot of people, I get crazy ones. The funny one I got the other day was, I can't even remember what it was. I can't even remember which video it was. And they said something like, it was something crazy like, what kind of oil do you have in your pan right now? I need you to get back with me ASAP. And unfortunately, had I miraculously been on YouTube right at that time, but I don't know who on YouTube, it's not like I'm a chat, like I'm not Amazon chat, like where you're waiting in the queue and I'm going, but anyway, it blows my mind, the stuff, it's funny. And then I had some lady say something to me about, why did I cut my squash that way? And, and I'm like, I'm thinking, because I like to cut it that way. That's the main reason right there. So anyway. Okay, Caleb, honey. Mwah. This is for you and her. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And the kitties too. So that's for you, live, all the way live. Well, here's a hug for you, Barbara, right now. I'm giving you a hug right now. This is for you. I'm sending this hug to you. All of y'all. But like I said, we're having a cup of coffee. Well, it's too hot for coffee right now, but we're sitting at the table. I'll put it like that. Might be drinking tea, or lemonade. Lemonade might be coming up with the help from my sweet brother. Lemonade might be coming up shortly. Not today, but very soon. Maybe next few days it'll drop. I'm not quite sure when it's going to drop, but it is going to be dropping soon. Be on the channel. You know what? Let me tell you about my garden. And you know, Barbara, you've been with me a very long time. You know, I was very, very, very sick. And with the back surgery and everything, I cannot do a traditional garden anymore. I'm not saying I was ever very good at it. So I started out with a container garden this year. And I got a couple of tomatoes, really. And I got a couple of cherry tomatoes and a couple of bell peppers. But we had some very crazy, weird rain patterns this year. Killed my strawberries, it killed my rosemary and thyme, and it killed my chamomile, and what else? My cilantro, killed it. And I think I want to try it in a different container this next time and even double the holes maybe for drainage. But it was just, even with drainage, it was too much rain. And it just, now, my fruit trees are doing pretty good, but they're babies. They're not going to bear for a couple of years. But I got me a key lime. I got me a couple of Meyer lemons. I love Meyer lemons. I got me a clementine. And I got me a couple of peaches. And I got me a Caddo pecan tree. Of course, it's going to be a long time before he bears. I hope I get to see it bear. But so my trees did all right, but the plants just, they did not. Yes, Mysterious, it has. Yes, Sunty, excellent. Sunty's excellent. But I'm going to show you old-fashioned, just Southern way to make it. But yes, I hadn't done that in years, to be honest with you. But for years, we did make a lot of Sunty. I mean, it's just so easy. Throw it in the water, throw it out there, make sure bugs can't get to it. Go on about your business, right? I think it's just everywhere. This has been a wacky, no pun wacky, wacky weather year. It really has. We had the weirdest wet winter. The wettest one that we've had, and I'm talking just pouring down rain, not ice, not snow, not sleet, none of the above. Just pouring down rain when we were trying to move. And then my husband and I were up in Ohio, dealing with my mother-in-law. But it was crazy up there too. We had snow and stuff like that. Up there, I'm talking about. But then we came back, the rain kind of stopped for a while, and it came back, and then it went away again for a while, and then it's just been crazy. Too much rain, too quickly, and too hard. I'm talking the ones that killed my garden 2 days in a row. I had torrential rains. And I think it may have been that system that was out in the Gulf about a month ago. It might have been one of the hurricanes that I don't know if it actually came to fruition, but it may have stayed a tropical storm. I don't remember now, but I knew it blew up from the Gulf like that. So let's see. Heat warnings in Wisconsin. Oh, I'll tell you who the green thumb was, Barbara. It was my mama. My mama and her mother, my grandmother, they could grow anything. They could look at something and it would go, whoosh. How many flowers do you want? How many tomatoes do you want? I mean, they really could. And I piddle now. I can't do anything hard. I did have some squash. It died too. I had some squash just now coming out. It was doing pretty good. And then, so I got me a produce stand that I go to. And she's so sweet. One of the girls that work there all the time, she might be one of the ones that run it. I'm not quite sure. But my local produce stand here shut down about a year and a half ago. Out of the blue. Got too big for their britches, I think. I loved them, went to them for years, but they built a new building, and then they went in for, fancy sandwiches, and then then suddenly you couldn't go get you any chopping bell peppers and just locally grown tomatoes. Suddenly it was this and that and dried sun tomato, and nothing wrong with any of that. But you know what? When I go to my produce stand, I want to grab me some pickling cucumbers. I want to get me some, regular, just tomato, bell pepper, stuff like that. And a good watermelon. But yeah, it got to where it was not, and they did not stay in business about 9 months, I think. I think they just stretched out too much, and people did not like the new, it wasn't even a stand anymore, it was a store. It was very nice, but it's a shame because he never did pop back up. And so I found this other one. It's about a 10-minute drive, but it's opposite Atlanta, so I don't mind going opposite of Atlanta. Anyway, they're real nice. And they've got farm fresh eggs. I love it. And they're not trying to get $10 for a dozen of farm fresh eggs either. So, oh my goodness. I've had years like that, Barbara. 12 tomato plants and got 6. That sounds like me several years ago. 3 or 4, and probably some of it I may have been getting sick. But yeah, I've just gotten where I just piddle with containers now. I may, when I get energy back up, and I'm still not settled in this house. Everything happened so quick, as y'all know, the ones that have been with me. I mean, we moved, we had the horrible weather, we were painting and redoing some stuff at the old house, and it just didn't, and right in the middle of that, we got the diagnosis for my mother-in-law, and, so that was almost 3 months of back and forth nightmare, and then, of course, it ended that way, and then we came back, and it's just we've had one thing after another. Little things, but they all add up, don't they? And you know what? Y'all know I've been telling y'all the last couple of years, pick your battles. I've gotten aware. Do I make my own mayonnaise? Of course I do. I've shown that I make it. And I used to make it quite a bit. But you know what? Guess what? I'll buy me some mayonnaise real quick. But stuff like spices, you've already got the spices. I mean, maybe we could live stream, just talk about what you should have in your kitchen. Stuff like that. That might be a good go-to. Now, some of y'all, of course, you're well-stocked and you've got everything you need. But some people, they just really don't know. Just if you have A, B, and C, you can make, G, H, and I with that. Plus all other kind of stuff. But they go and buy all this individual stuff, $6, $7 a bottle, and it literally would have cost them about $1/4 to make it at home. And, invest in some jars. And I got this at Walmart years ago. I got me a nice stainless steel one somewhere, but I still end up using this one. Probably more than the other one, for sure. And just a canning funnel, and go for it. It's easy to do. Hi, Tina. I think I answered a comment. I talked to you a little bit in a comment. Yes, welcome, darling. I'm so glad that you're here. I really am. And I'm hoping, that you're going to enjoy the channel and I can teach you something. And if you ever have a question, don't hesitate to ask me. You know that. I've said that in other videos. What, the gardening, Barbara? Well, I have help. I've got my 3 sons. I've got a phenomenal nephew that he knows who he is when he sees the replay of this. He will know. And he knows that he does a lot too. And my boys, there's so much I couldn't do. And some of y'all that are new, I've told y'all this before. I started this channel. I didn't start the channel. I started filming myself making recipes for my sons. I don't have daughters, I have sons. And maybe there'll be a granddaughter one day interested, or their wives might be interested. But I was very sick at the time. And I said to myself, now I've taught them to cook their whole lives, but they didn't have the actual recipe or watching me step by step make it. So that's what happened there. And I've told that story many times. And then my middle son said, okay, you're not going to hear this. You need to start a YouTube channel. I've seen other channels and your recipes are 10 times as good. You got to start doing that. And that's what that's how I started. Started with a crappy camera, no lighting hardly, no microphone, no lavalier mic. I mean, not that this one's that great, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And that's how it started. And you know, August 1st will make, or maybe July 31st, this channel will be 6 years old. But between everything happening, my mama was sick, I was very sick, you know, I am way behind other channels that are 6 years old. So, you know, I don't compare myself with them. I'm just saying that's why somebody else that might be on there 6 years, they've got, you know, 100,000 subscribers and I've got 12. And that's okay. Something's happened. Something's been in the water because my channel started to grow like crazy. I'm like, what? No way. What? So let's see here. Let's read this. Okay, Mysterious, thank you so much for even taking the time to stop by and say something to me, honey. And I hope to be doing a lot more live streams, at least maybe once a week. I'm going to try. In the beginning, it might be every 2 weeks, but thank you for joining me, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the comments for sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna be right here teaching. If you got a question, ask me. Debbie, hello, honey. Hello, Debbie. I'm just so flattered y'all are here with me. I can't even believe it. In fact, I'm going to scroll up. I can't, because I'm reading comments. I actually can't see the top of the video on YouTube. Hold on. What? I got to get up there somehow. Oh, wait. I was doing the wrong one. Oh, this mouse is driving me nuts. Dee, I believe that's something we're going to have to work on. Wow, I've got 18 people watching. I can't believe it. 18 people watching. I'm very flattered for that. Let me get y'all back. And whoop, there we are. Now I got to get back down to the comments so I can actually see them. My mouse is jumping around. I don't know why. Maybe I'll just get a pad and put it over here. Usually it just works fine on the wood, but when I need it to work, it's not working. All right. Marie, I know, you know, we talked about that yesterday. Thank you, Mysterious Darling. Marie, I know. Remember I said yesterday, I said, dang, girl, you're 16 hours ahead. I guess, why did I not know that? I don't know why I didn't know. I mean, I knew you were ahead, but not by 16 hours. And you know you were one of my girls. I'm my little love from New Zealand. And I'm like, love from Georgia. I mean, yeah, that's a big time difference. And I knew it. And, you know, as I get going better here, what I'll do is I'm going to try to just teeter-totter around with some streaming times. I'm just trying to get my bearings right now. And that way, later, because I do actually, believe it or not, I have people in Europe that love to watch me. And I've got several from Scotland that like me, a couple in Ireland, and several from the UK. And if there's any other, you know, I'm not slighting anybody. I'm just talking about English speaking. And I've even got some that aren't English speaking, and they tell me that they, I talk to them with Google Translate, and I don't know how accurate that is, but I'll tell them, you know, that way they can use the closed captioning in their language, and that's how they watch me. So when I can, I'm really bad about it. I do try to. I was good about it for a while, but I've got to go back and redo a bunch of videos, the measurements, and I try to accommodate them as well. Yes, coffee will help keep you going on it. Hey, I love that. We drink that French Market from New Orleans. You can get it, they used to carry it a lot of places over here, but now when we first moved to Georgia, my parents, we had to order it from New Orleans, but where I'm from in Shreveport, you could just buy it. And then we moved over here, so every time we went back, we'd probably buy the store out, so we didn't have to keep ordering, because it was, you know, twice as expensive to order it plus the shipping back then, talking 30 years ago. And but yeah, we love that French Market. I'm a tea drinker too, though. I love teas, different teas. Earl Grey is one of my favorites. It's for your basic everyday tea. I love that. And Twining's English afternoon tea. I love that one. I've been a tea drinker. My grandmother was a tea drinker, and I guess I'm a tea drinker too. But they were coffee drinkers too, so I'm both. Yes, it's got the chicory in it for sure. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's good. It's very good. Some people don't like it. I don't know if it's because I grew up drinking it, but, you know, I like it. It's good to me. That's a real cup of coffee when I have it like that. And of course, you know, if you've ever been to New Orleans, you go down to Café Du Monde. And the coffee that you can get in the can, it's not exactly like what you get live with the beignets and stuff. But it's good. But, you know, it's just a pain in the you-know-what to make because it's, you know, half cream and half coffee, and you got to do it all right. And yeah, Café Du Monde. It's excellent. It's good. Very good. I love that place. You ought to try it. And just what you do is just, you know, in the beginning, either maybe half the French market, half it with your coffee, and then go down to where you're adding more French market than of the regular coffee, you know. Now look, I won't turn down a cup of 8 o'clock either. 8 o'clock coffee's good. So, I do believe there's a gnat that came in the back door. I think I keep seeing it. He's a little bitty one. He's driving me nuts. Oh well, it's summer. I'll get him eventually. Let's see what we... Okay. Well, are you in Cincy, Debbie? Wow, my husband's from Ohio. A couple hours north of there. Outside of Lima is where my husband is from originally. Of course, he's been down here a little bit longer than me even. We didn't know each other. But Ohio and Louisiana is quite the mix. Yeah, I go through and it's so funny. There's been actually a couple times in the summer. Of course, we won't be going up there now like we were, but you know, we went up several times a year because my mother-in-law was up there. My husband's only child, and we'd be going up there, passing the stadium, and the Reds would be playing the Braves. So we always would laugh. We'd say, "Go Braves!" and we'd do the chop when we went by. I don't even watch baseball much anymore. My daddy loved baseball. My husband likes it. But I don't know now. Okay, well, then you're like me. You're a transplant, but you made the best of it, didn't you? I mean, it's hot and humid here, but you ought to know where I come from, Louisiana. It's even more so. And it's so funny, we laugh now because it'll be hot and sticky outside, but we're like, and man, when we first moved over here though, it was, you know, my parents moved over here, and we'd be laughing and be like, it's not as humid here. It's not quite, but it's enough. It's enough it's still hot and sticky, I'll tell you that. And my hair is a mess. I wasn't even, you know, I usually curl it for y'all, but it wasn't going to hold, so I just said, I'm going to be home pretty today. Oh, honey, I can't even imagine. And y'all are about 5 or 6 degrees hotter than we are, Caleb, honey. Yeah, I know. I thought about that. I always check the weather. When I'm checking the weather, I'll check Louisiana too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't complain today, that's for sure. Yes, see, Hickory would be kind of like here, but like I'm saying, Louisiana's 10 times as worse. But I guess you don't know any better when you're being raised up in it, you know. So you don't realize it till you go somewhere. I'll never forget, because if y'all are new, I've said this, I'm not trying to go down that road, but I'm going to tell you, I was born, I had ringlets my whole life. I had curly hair. And I'll never forget, and of course with that humidity, you know, doesn't go good with curly hair. And my friend and I, my sister-in-law's sister, and we were all best friends growing up. And we'd take vacations. And we said, well, let's do something different this year, because sometimes we'd go see their brother, we'd do stuff like that. And we said, well, let's go out west. So we went to Las Vegas, and she said, what do you keep looking in the mirror all the time for? And I said, look at my hair, no frizz. I had the curl, but no frizz. And it is a different heat. It was hot as heck, but it was so dry, it really was. It was crazy. But that's when I realized, wow, okay, humidity sucks really bad, because once you're getting grown and you start going other places, you're like, wow, it's not always like that. But, you know, I'm rambling. Let's see. Yeah, inhale that powdered sugar with those beignets and a cup of that. Oh, wait, that is some good snacking right there. I love it. Right. Well, I'm going to tell you, yeah, Barbara, you're so right. Heat is horrible in Louisiana, Mississippi. It's horrible in the South anyway. And in Florida, it's hot too, but I guess they go jump in the ocean or something. I don't know. But oh my gosh. And you're in Wisconsin. But up in Ohio all those years, we'd go up, we'd stay, you know, a week, 10 days after Christmas every year. That's how we did it. That is bitter. And I looked at my husband one year. We hadn't been married but 3 or 4 years. I had 2 babies back to back, so we had 2 of our sons. I looked at him and I said, how could you stand this? It's horrible. You know, and he said, it's kind of like you, the humid summers, you know, it's like, he said, you don't know any better, and you're used to it until you go somewhere else and you realize, wait a minute, it's not like this everywhere. Oh yeah. But I mean, they know it. They just layer. I mean, all through the years he taught me and the kids. I mean, that way we raised them right. They knew to layer and all that stuff. A lot of people know that now, but I mean, you didn't have all the internet and stuff back then, or it wasn't as widely like it is now. And so anyway, I'm rambling again. Y'all talk to me. Yes, but again, Barbara, like I said, see, if you're not used to it, if you're being raised up in it, there's just ways you deal with the heat. My daddy was king, and he knew how to deal with some heat. So he knew all the tricks. You get you a wet, like, bath, not a hand towel, put it around your neck. Sometimes put it in the freezer, then put it around your neck. I mean, there's tricks to everything. And then when you're going to do yard work, you either do it in the early evening, or you, even better, just you do it really, 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 really early in the morning. You don't wait till lunchtime to do yard work in the South. That's a nightmare. Ask me how I know. Thank you, Debbie, honey. Thank you for even stopping by. I'm flattered that you stopped by, and we'll talk again. I'm going to be trying to do these streams, but I'm so happy that you came. I really am. Love your comments, honey. I'll see you in the comments. Thank you. Well, everybody's getting quiet. Let's see how. I don't even know how long I've been streaming. Let me look. Let's see if I can figure this out. Wait, I think it actually tells me on YouTube. Except this page is weird. The way my page is right now. Hold on, let me maximize it so maybe I can see. Oh, 54 minutes ago. Okay, hey. Not too shabby. I think my first one was right at 30 minutes. But like I said, I'm new at this. I'm talking. I mean, I'm rambling so much. This is probably aggravating to some people. I guess I'm nervous rambling, huh? I had everything ready already, so, I did my recipes already. I even showed you how to do onion powder. I showed Barbara my vinegar. What else? Well, I know something I can show you real quick. This isn't set up for the video, but hold on a minute. There's someone in this stream that I won't say who, but I am going to show them something. Here's my juicer. I got arthritis so bad, y'all. I gotta have gadgets now. I can't do all that by hand, but hello. Welcome to my little lemon friends. We're gonna make something good with that. But there you go. Wasn't that was a quick, I know, I can't believe it's been almost an hour. Barbara, I adore you. I've had a lot of people been with me a long time, but Barbara has really been front and center the whole time. Sometimes there was one night, I know this has been a while back, but she was on and I was on. So if I'm on and the notification goes off for a comment, sometimes they get crowded with other notifications and they get lost in the mix on the little bell up at the top. Like notifies you of stuff. But she was on and I was on. So we just had a good conversation for at least an hour. It was good. We were just going back and forth. I don't even know which video it was for. It's been a long time ago, but I enjoyed that. That was fun. And hey, y'all give me some ideas. I don't mean right this minute, but I'm just saying, let's think about it and think about little ideas, things y'all want to either talk about, or do you just want to do the chit chat and stuff like that with these live streams? There's so many directions you can go. Now, I am currently, maybe after I get this stream down pat and I'm just really, really comfortable with it, and I'm just kind of click, go, stop, whatever. I apologize, I meant to mute my phone. It's off the camera, but I'm not even looking at it. It's unimportant. Y'all are what's important right now. But my point is, I'm not going to be cooking anything right now. I'm not saying I'm never going to do it. And there might be some things I assemble or something, but I don't anticipate like having hot plate out and all that, cooking and stuff. And if y'all notice, I've been trying to, it's hard to see, and I don't have a rig over there, but I am starting to try to cook on my stove for videos, of course, that aren't live, that I can just edit down. I'm not happy with the lighting, but I'll get there. I'll get there. It's something that's getting worked on. And so, let's see. See, like when I look, I'm still talking even though I've paused. It throws me off, but I'll get used to it. Now let me get back down to my comments. I messed up my angles a minute ago. Well, I don't know how many other people think I'm precious. Maybe a few. My mom and daddy did. There might be a couple more out there that think I'm precious. But you're a sweetheart to say that, Barbara. I appreciate it. But yeah, I've been, you want live stream? Yes, please. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to work on that. I might just do a few tests here just to see. Like, people are, I don't know if it's beautiful all over the country right now, even if it is hot. People are out. Even if they just go to the park and I'm not even going to get on that. Social distancing or whatever. If they can get out, they're wanting to be out. Everybody's been cooped up. And just in general, in summer, there aren't as many viewers as there would, of course, be in the winter. But having said that, I'm going to try different times. I might even do some impromptu weeknight live streams. And I know I don't have that many in here, but I mean, maybe I'll make a short little video. But if you want to be notified, you got to hit that bell. Like, on any of my videos where it says subscribe, and to the right of that is that little bell. And then I think if you click on it and it says, like, you want all notifications, and I don't know what that means really. I just always hit all. And it will notify you, though, as I said in my description, I think or in that little tiny short video I made a couple of days ago to say that I was going to live stream today, they're very wonky with their notifications. Sometimes they are right on the money, and sometimes the stream's been on an hour, and I'll get another. I'm like, what? Wait. He looks like he's already got going or something. So, yeah. That kind of stuff. But I'm going to get my bearings is my whole point of that. I think I went all the way around the woods instead of cutting through them for that story. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to stream more. And I'll just we'll get the flow of what we're going to do with the stream. We'll see what people like. We'll be taking comments. Hey, could you do this in your stream? Or I really like it when you do this in your stream. I don't really like it when you do this. And we'll just see. I'm still going to have to be me. And I'm a talker. I'm a blabbermouth. I admit it. I remember being a little bitty girl, and I'd be just talking away to my mom and talking about my baby doll or something. And she'd look at me. And she'd wink, but then she'd go like this. She'd go. I always remember that. And a few times she did it to me when I was grown. We'd just laugh. She's doing it like a joke. But, yeah, I'm blabbermouth from way back. So, guilty as charged. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Yes, and I've got a screened-in back porch, and I like that because the bugs just eat me up. And I've always been eaten up by bugs. Some people, bugs don't bother, but they just, if there's one out there 2 miles away and I go out, he's gonna find me. And my mother said it was because I was so sweet. I guess you can tell I was a baby in my family, huh? Me and my big brother are very close, though. I say big brother, that's habit. My older brother, we're very close. I'm very close to my sister-in-law. I'm very close to my family. Those people I'm talking about who are still in Louisiana, I love them too. Marie, that's killing me. Mamas are amazing, aren't they? I know my mama was amazing. She was something else. Foghorn, that is too funny. I'm surprised I hadn't been called a foghorn. Wait till I'm giving you a what for. I can give you a good what for, but I only give you a what for if you deserve it. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Oh my goodness, yeah. But I lost my thought. Look at that. This hair is terrible. And I lost half my hair when I was sick a few years ago. That's been 3 years ago, but it just came out clumps. And some of it came back a little bit, but yeah, I've lost a lot of my hair. But some of it has tried to come back. I actually had most of this was gone. It started coming back, but thank you, yeah. But, I complained about my curly hair my whole life. I lost my curls. it happened slowly. I just realized, and I trimmed my hair, and I started noticing it was different. And I said, well, maybe it's because I've lost some hair or something. It'll come back. Well, it doesn't come back always, I guess. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm old. I got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be old. I'm going to be. I just said it. I'm sorry. Did you not catch that? I don't know why I ought to say it, but I don't know. I'm not ready to throw the towel in yet. If my body cooperated, in my head, I'm not. You know, my mom always said that, and my grandmother always said that. In their head, they were the same, but their body just was betraying them, you know, slowly. That's okay. I'm doing pretty good right now. I mean, I've got a few issues that I'm dealing with right now, but it's nothing I can't. One of them, you know, like when I was on those steroids last year, I mean, it comes in waves like that, and I can't control that necessarily. So that's why I kind of slowed up back in May with some videos, because I was in the middle of, But I hate those steroids even worse, so I just went through it, so I'd come out the other side. I saw somebody said something funny the other day. They said, well, if you find yourself in hell, you better just walk forward and get through it. So what else you going to do, roll over? You can't do that, can you? Mm-mm. Oh, Barbara, I got you beat, honey. Yeah, I got you beat by a couple of years. Yeah. God's honest truth. You're the youngin', not me. But, yeah. I mean, you know, and I'm slow. I get stuff done. I am slow. It's just like I cook my food, low and slow sometimes. Low and slow is better when you're cooking food sometimes, but in life, it's that way too. And I know, like I was saying earlier, pick your battles. I know now that I can't just do it all, because what happened was I tried to do too many things at once and nothing got done. So now I have been trying to concentrate. That's why, you know, you see behind me, I'm still not happy with it back here behind me, but I still just got this panel put up, and I love it because I can put the hooks where I want them and stuff. But I'm just now unpacking some boxes and stuff. I mean, I got out all the stuff I use all the time, but there are other things in every kitchen. There's just something you're going to have. It's not in use every day, but it's just something you got to have on hand. So, you know, and boy, if you try to shove it all in a cabinet or a drawer, you open the cabinet, cling, you know. So I'm just trying to get organized, but very slow. I mean, I have some of my mother-in-law stuff, and believe it or not, there's more mother-in-law stuff up in Ohio still. I mean, I've got still some of my parents' stuff when we shut the house down. I mean, there's just stuff. I've been married a long time. I've been married almost 24 years. Yeah, 24 years. And, yep, I don't get rid of stuff very easily. I will. I mean, you know, I will. But some things I'm not going to get rid of, and some I am. So I'm piddling with all that as we go along. Bologna and pickles I am. Bologna and pickles I am. I kid you not, Barbara, I'm older than you. Probably at least about a year and a half, 2 years. Not quite. I hadn't had my birthday yet. What? I may have given it away. Yes, honey. Mysterious, I do have a Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and, hey, Hedy, what's cooking? For some reason, it just, and part of it's me, I haven't stayed on it real hard. I just got mad at Facebook and I got off of it for a while, so I left it alone. I tried to piddle back a little bit back and forth, but I do plan to. I know I've got to do that because there are people on Facebook that don't get on YouTube and vice versa, you know. So, but yes, darling, just hey Hedy, what's cooking? No G, just hey Hedy, what's cooking? It'll probably come up even before you finish typing it. I don't know how many hey Hedy pages they have on Facebook. I don't know. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. I know some people, I know I get on there and I try to move videos over from YouTube to Facebook. I try to do it in order of how they dropped on YouTube, but I don't know if I'm always really good about that. Yeah, that's right. I used to be on Facebook because, see, I had so many of my friends, co-workers that I was close with, even all the way down to my elementary school friends, and I'm still friends with a bunch of them. But, and I'm not going to get into that, but the political thing just, and then it just all kind of came in fruition. It was going on, and my mama got real sick then, and I just said, you know what? I am so sick of this. And I just got off. And be honest with you, the only time I even get on there now is mainly to mess with my page. So that's not very often. So I just got tired of it. Yeah, I just think they just had too much. I mean, they all have the privacy thing going, but I mean, Facebook just took it to a new level in my book in the beginning. I think they were one of the first ones that kept pushing the envelope, you know, about getting in. I mean, I tell you what used to freak me out is, you know, when it first started happening, you'd look up some stuff on Amazon or whatever. Later on, you'd go talk to one of your friends on Facebook or something. Like I have a dear friend I went to high school with that she's been living in France for probably 30 plus years. I don't know. Yeah, over 30 years. And so that's how we keep in touch. But anyway, so I get on Facebook. I think I was probably going to talk to her. So I started noticing, this has been a few years ago, I started noticing that crap that I had looked at on Facebook was popping up on a Facebook ad. I mean, looked at on Amazon was popping up on Facebook. And good Lord, forbid you Google something, then it's going to pop up. Anywhere that there's an ad, that's going to pop up. So that's just, you got to kind of get over it if you're going to be on the internet. That's just kind of how they do it now, I guess. It doesn't mean I like it. So it did hinder me from getting back on Facebook. And I used Facebook to keep in touch with family and friends. That's what I fell into that category. You know, private message, funny stuff to my friends that only we would think was funny, that kind of stuff. You know, and of course family. Of course I'll text and talk to family members, but you know. But then I thought, you know what? I'll see you, Facebook. I'll just pop back on for the page. But it's never taken off. I've only got like, I don't know, 12 or 1,300 followers on Facebook on my page. My fault. And look, I'm going to tell you something else I can't stand. I can't stand Pinterest. You got to click 3 times to see anything. Or it'll take you to a page and somebody's got 300 pins. Oh, I'm not digging through all that to find what so I'll tell you, I'm guilty. When I'll do a Google search, I'll put in, you know, minus Pinterest. So I don't want to see any Pinterest results filtered in. So I'll do that. I'm guilty. Again, guilty as charged. Right. Yeah, see? I know. Mysterious, isn't that? It's, oh man, come on. Y'all know they can all hear us. I know that sounds crazy, but it's too weird, just like you said. Just like you said. And, oh, hey, I won't have an Alexa in my house. People are crazy to get that stuff. I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, are you that lazy that you got to have Alexa? You can't, now you're just so lazy you can't even like turn a button on or take a remote and go click. I mean, you got to, Alexa, you know. Alexa, can you please go shower for me? I'm tired. I want to sleep another 20 minutes. But I mean, yeah, gonna blow up in people's faces one day, I guess. I don't know. I just know it knows an awful lot that it shouldn't know. One website, it's just all these and we use cookies. Yeah, well, you're using more than cookies, honey, to follow me around, and I know that. So right, that's right. And nobody, people don't know how to just write a card or thank you notes to people nowadays. They don't know how. Or a message. You get these like 3-word sentences, or I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you could have saved your energy for that. So I've removed myself from it. Because I'm, as far as Facebook friends and all that, my really close ones, they know where I am. So I'm not so worried about it. Well, thank you, Mysterious. And I love that handle. I love that. Mysterious. I think it's great. Yes, and that's why I said Facebook, they're the one that pushed the envelope. And then, you had, of course, they're going to hear this too. Uh-oh. Now my flow for my videos is about to get knocked down again. But they all watch, I say and I'm sorry about that. I do it in videos. But I think it's just a nervous habit. It does mean a lot. Cards mean a lot. And people don't they don't get that nowadays. They just don't get it. Wow, that's a new one. You turned your phones off, said that, then went back. Oh man, that. I know I read that a minute ago, but that really is in the back of my mind, blowing my mind. That's even 10 times as bad as I said. Because, you think that way, but then you're thinking, okay, I don't want to be one of those people that, those nutty ones, paranoid of everything. But it's true. They know the TV shows you like to watch. They know what movies you like to watch on Netflix. All of them. I believe it. I do believe that. But anyway, I don't want to get on all out. But I've said enough about all that. I'm like Forrest Gump, huh? That's enough about that. Yes, many times when I send a card, a note inside of the card, even though the card's signed, or a note on the left-hand side of the card for that, just that little extra something maybe that personalizes it, and from your heart, that the verse didn't cover. Although some of those verses are amazing, but yeah. Right. Well, you're a baby, Mysterious. That's why. Oh yeah. I mean, pen pals, that was big when I was a kid. I had a couple, but I mean, I wasn't that into it. I had so many friends at school and stuff and in my neighborhood. I didn't have really time to pursue a pen pal. I tried a couple of times though. And I mean, they were nice people, but kids, I imagine, just like me. But I'm saying we had a neighborhood thing going. I mean, and that's gone, and that's a wholly different subject, and I don't want to get on that subject either, really, I guess, because I'll be rambling, but I am blessed enough that I grew up, and you knew all your neighbors. You knew all your neighbors. You knew the quirky neighbors to stay away from. 2 blocks away, you knew which house it was. If you got caught, now I was a good kid, but there's somebody I know, like called an older brother. Boy, if he got caught doing something, they'd call your mama up. And it went through the horn pretty quick. Somebody call somebody, call somebody, call somebody, and word get back to your mama, you know. I never got called like that, though. I'm going to be honest. I never got calls like that, but my brother did. But nowadays, you know, it is a shame. And look, that nobody can make those choices but somebody else in their life. And I'm not knocking anybody. I have been blessed in my marriage. My parents were high school sweethearts. My parents were married for 52 years, and that was only because my father passed away. They would have been married much longer. And she was always married to him, even after. They truly, in my life, they were what you were reaching for to have a marriage. That's what you were going for, what my parents had. And I mean, I wasn't high school sweetheart. My husband's a little older than me. I wasn't high school sweethearts, obviously. We're from different states and all that. But I'm saying that's why I didn't feel like I needed to be 21 getting married or 24 and getting married or dating 10 million zillion people. You know, I said, when the right one comes along, you know, and I did, because my parents did. I guess it was just instilled in me. That's the only thing I can say. And you know what? Nothing is hunky-dory. You either work through it or you don't. And there's nothing wrong if you feel like you can't work through it. But it's so casual. My whole point of that was, it's just so casual to divorce nowadays. People think nothing of it anymore. It used to be a big deal. And now they think nothing of it. And that's what's... So you have these people moving in and out of your cookie cutter subdivisions. You never knew their name anyway, but you just realize, wow, they just moved in. They seem like a nice little family. And then poof, you know, suddenly you only see one of them there for a while, and then about 6 months later, the house is for sale. You know, so it's a shame. It's a shame. We're just in a different society now, aren't we? That's okay. We'll make the best of it because we're talking to each other. So we're YouTube neighbors and family. Yep, that's right, Barbara. Everyone is watching. Right, mysterious. And I got a lot of my family originally, probably about, I guess, I had a whole huge branch in Alabama, and they were farmers. So, and they brought that with them, and some of them went to East Texas, and some came back through Louisiana, and that's where I'm broken off of. But yeah, all farmers. So yeah, it was a wonderful way of life. Well, Carrie, hello, beautiful blue eyes. Long time no talk. I was just telling them I don't get on Facebook anymore. I'm sure you can tell. Well, thank you, honey. I'm not trying to be inspirational, but I'm just telling y'all how I feel, and I I can only share how I feel and what I know, and that's all I do. Like, just like in the cooking, you know, I'm not Emerald. I don't have perfect knife skills and all that, and blah 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 blah. I didn't go to chef school, all that. I'm just a regular cooking kitchen lady. There's any cafeteria lady, which they don't even really. I mean, the cafeteria nowadays are not the cafeteria ladies of years gone by. Like my cafeteria ladies, those ladies were cooking from scratch. And now I was mortified when my children were little. I said, Mommy, would you come eat lunch with us? Okay, well, they were in different grades, but okay, Mommy, you'll come eat lunch with y'all. I was like, what? They don't even give these kids vegetables. I mean, it freaked me out. Little boxes of juice and crap like that, and a little bag of chips, or maybe a little plastic thing with mandarin oranges in it or some crap. I mean, that wasn't food. And sandwiches out the yeah. A pizza day where they made their own crappy little pizza or whatever. It was just, I was like, yeah, this is part of what's wrong right here. This is part of what's wrong. Oh, thank you, May, honey. I'm not just saying that. My parents were truly wonderful people. My mother was an amazing woman and very wise. And my daddy was a very good man. I was very blessed in this life to have come to them. My daddy was a very, very, very good man. And at Christmas, if you didn't have a place to go, my mom and daddy, you had a place to go. At Thanksgiving, if you didn't have you a Thanksgiving meal, you came to our table and had Thanksgiving at our house. We had casual Thanksgivings, we didn't all sit around. Well, we did a few years for fun, a couple times. But we usually just, had relaxed buffets and stuff with some really good food. And, but yes, if you didn't have a place to go, you had a place to go when I was coming up. Love you, Carrie, honey. You know I do. And your sweet mama, and you're both your big sisters. Right, yeah. They just, and I got me some lunch lady recipes too. They're really good. I've tried them through the years, and I got a few that I kept. Some of them I'm like, I'm not so sure that's not what we had anyway. But yeah, those, about 10:30 in the morning, you'd be smelling those rolls cooking. It'd hit your classroom. You'd be like, ooh, lunchtime. I'll go get me a roll. And it must be something wrong with me because I loved our vegetables. I would trade kids my sweets for my vegetables. I know. Carrie, I'm glad. I know I feel like I hadn't been in touch, but I just kind of dropped. I was just telling them earlier, I just kind of dropped Facebook. It's just been a turn off. And I've got so much going on in real life, and I'm working on this channel all the time. And some of y'all might know I did that little video. It was just kind of a crappy have a cup of coffee with me. But I was all excited. I guess that's why I wanted to get on there. And I couldn't do it impromptu live, but I finally got the nerve to start working on my cookbook again. I'm going to do them one at a time, like I said. I lost 4 cookbooks that were about 85% finished, each one of them. I lost them about, I don't know, it's been over 4 years ago. And it devastated me. I just had to walk away. I had to walk away. Once I realized, and my son is a computer whiz. He can, I'm not even getting into it. He can do anything and everything, and he couldn't retrieve it. And if he can't retrieve it, it's gone. So it upset me so badly that I had to walk away. I had to just stop. So I'm finally said, okay, I'm going to start this again, one at a time this time. And it was years of research. And then also just adding my own just recipes. Some of them were my grandmother's, some of them were my mama's, some of them my daddy's. A couple of my grandmas, several of my grandmas, 2. Both of my grandmothers were amazing cooks. And I learned a lot from both of them, quite a bit. Are you back up there? Oh man, I know you're hot, honey. I hadn't been to El Dorado in so long, but and I'm trying to keep up. That I think your mom is doing better. I'm sure hoping. I've been thinking about her all the time. Yeah, that's sweet, Carrie. Well, is El Dorado better for you, I hope, maybe? And you got Kitty with you? You got your little baby kitty? Oh, that's amazing. That's the way it should be. 2 doors down. Hey, wasn't that a Dolly Parton song when I was a kid? 2 doors down. At my house, it'd be 2 doors down. They're laughing and cooking and watching TV. Wouldn't be laughing and drinking and having a party. Let's see. Right, Barbara. And man, when they made that cake, ooh-wee. Now, I did like that lemon cake, and I loved the chocolate cake. Oh, I just loved any of the cake they made. I loved it. I have been, I've been all over the Northeast, Barbara. And I've been a lot, except the extreme north of Ohio. I've been pretty much all over Ohio. I'm trying to think. But I've never been to Wisconsin. I've never been to Michigan. I hope one day I'll get up that way. But no, I've been out west. I had to tell you all that story one time. My car broke down. We were on vacation out there. That same vacation, we went to the Grand Canyon, Las Vegas. It was a 2-week vacation. Me and my best friend, who's also just like family. Her mama, well, I told you she's a sister of my sister-in-law's sister. We all grew up together. They're a little bit older than me, but we all grew up in the same neighborhood. We were all part of the same group. And I love her mother, their mother, my sister-in-law's mother. She's just like another mama to me. In fact, she always said I was just another one of her kids. I said, but you got stuck with my brother. You know who you are. Anyway. But we went out there and we got stuck. I never did I love the Winchester Mystery House. Ever since I read about it in a book when I was 9 years old, I said, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it. I wanted to go see Pacific Coast Highway 101. I wanted to go see the Redwoods. What else? All kinds of stuff out there. But I've been all through Lake Tahoe and Reno. Been all through there and through the Sierras. But that was a totally different trip. Probably 10, 12 years apart. But the West Coast, my transmission went out. Can you imagine? Horrifying. 2 girls. But my daddy took care of it. They were trying to give us a runaround. My daddy and my brother got on the phone with them, and suddenly they knocked on our hotel room door at 3 o'clock in the morning with the keys. I don't know what happened there, but they had been keeping us there 3 days. We were stuck in the middle of nowhere. That was horrifying, but anyway. I made it back, obviously. That's way before I ever lived in Georgia. But I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see out in California either. I mean, there's all kind of places I want to go see. But I just, after you get married and have kids and all of my husband's vacation time, well, I mean, it takes money to take vacations with 3 kids too. And we never could do that. But when we did go somewhere, I rarely got to get back to go to Louisiana. But my husband's only child, so his time we were always going up there for years. So that's what happened kind of to our vacations. The vacations that weren't vacations. Anyway, have I rambled enough? Let me look here. Yeah, that was a long time ago, darling. That was over 30 years ago. That was in the late 80s at some point. Let's see. Right, I remember that, Carrie. How's he like in El Dorado? That has to be an adjustment for him. God bless him. I know you're a big city girl. How about me? I'm a city girl. People think I'm from the sticks, but you know where I'm from, don't you? Huh? You know where I'm from. Colorado. Yeah, I got a cousin that lives in Colorado. Yeah, no way. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me near a Rocky Mountain oyster. No way, no how. Yeah, no. That's something I'll never try. It used to gross me out. You'd see a cow tongue in the meat section or something. I'd be like, I get nauseated easy. Certain people know that. But yeah, I can't stand that weird stuff. And I'd be one of the ones I'd starve to death. I would. I'm not kidding. I'd be like, I can't eat that. Then watch me a week later. Give me those Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh, that's good. Oh, Carrie, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. That's amazing. That's right, Miss Siri. She heard me and said, I'm not eating that. Like I said a week later, don't put it on the fire, just give it to me. I'm hungry. Oh, you don't thank me, honey. If he's with you, he's a good man, darling. That's all I can say. Because I know your mama, and she raised some sweet girls. All three of you. I have a special affection for the middle one, as you know. You were always the baby, the big blue-eyed baby. Those big, pretty blue eyes. Anyway, have I rambled enough? I've lost track of what time is it? I'll tell you. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we've almost gone 2 hours. Y'all had enough? Y'all had enough for this time? Right, Barbara. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you love people, unless you've got a whole unless you're going to meet up and all go do something. To me, a vacation is somewhere I have never been, so I'm on an adventure. Or it's somewhere I have been and I just love it so much. I mean, I felt guilty last June, that was my mother-in-law's birthday. And we always went up for her birthday. I mean, the older she got especially. Now, when the kids were little, we couldn't get there sometimes, but these, I mean, last at least 10 years, at least, we would go up every single year. And last year, on the way, I told my husband, I said, I do not mean this ugly in the least. I said, but we never get to go anywhere. I said, I want to take 2 nights. We're going to take 2 nights to go up. We normally drive it in one day. And the only time we never drove it straight was when I was sick and I'd been in ICU in the hospital up there and I couldn't make it. It was just too painful. We had to make it 2 days. But anyway, back to what I was saying, I love the Smokies, you know, but I hadn't gotten to go up there with the kids like I want to. And see, I'm 2 hours from some of the most beautiful area of the country you can imagine. So we got us a little cabin up there, and it was just a couple of nights, and I wasn't too thrilled with the cabin. I thought it was going to be a lot neater than it was, but we did have fun. We just laughed about the stuff, and it was fun. So I like to do stuff. I'm a person that if I'm not in a hurry, and that's been years since I got to do it, but I like to take the back roads. I mean, I like to know where I'm at, but I like to take the back roads and look at historical markers and stuff. I'm one of the people that go, wow, ABC was right here or right in the area. I mean, of course, I can't pinpoint it. You know, he was exactly right here on the side of this road 240 years ago. I'm like, no, I don't think so. You might have been close. But anyway, what it represents, I just love that stuff. I love colonial stuff. I'm really into colonial stuff. I'm into Victorian. I'm into anything like that. I love it all. But I have my favorite periods. Victorian's one of them, and stuff like that. Let's see if right. Carrie, you know I do. Yeah, see, that sounds like what my brother did. My nephew, he got injured. He was so good, he would have been out for Olympics. I mean, he's very, very talented. And he got injured, but for years, they did that soccer circuit. I don't know how you're doing that. I love him, but I couldn't do that. And thank goodness, my husband, for most of his life, he's very talented. He writes, sings, and plays everything. But my sons, thank goodness, went the direction of the musician and not sports. Not knocking sports. I'm just saying, you know, I sunburn easy. What can I say? I tried to represent for my nephews. All three of them played growing up, but man, I got some nasty sunburns doing that. Oh, I love up by outside of Gatlinburg and Sevierville or whatever they call it. Yeah, I love that whole area. Anything outside of Knoxville, kind of to the east. I love that whole area, Marie. Not May. I just looked at the wrong time. May, you asked me that. But Marie was talking about the soccer. It is so beautiful. And it's actually very gorgeous. You go up where Cherokee is. Cherokee it's actually North Carolina kind of juts into Tennessee. You know that little part, if you look at a map of Tennessee. And Cherokee is there. And it is just, I love that whole area. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I'm going to tell you something else beautiful and I've only been privileged enough to go there once. And that is the Blue Ridge Parkway and the Blue Ridge Mountains. Of course, they're all the same, Appalachia, that whole chain. It's a whole thing, but I love that. And I'm going to tell you what, if it hair lips every cow in Texas, I will end up, somehow I hope, getting to Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia. I've wanted to go there my whole life, so maybe I'll get there one day. So, anyway, I love it. I mean, I've been to the beach in Florida. I've been up and down Florida, obviously. Gulf side, Atlantic side, and it's gorgeous too. I like it too. But I guess if I had to choose, it'd be mountains over ocean. But I love the ocean. I mean, I really do like it. You know. I said, you know, again, didn't I? Cut my tongue off. Toasty! Patang! Thank you, baby, for stopping in. You know, I'm gonna, let's see, what time is it? I know you go. I know where you're gonna be, and I know where I'll be later. I know. I got mad at myself because I forgot to leave my game running while I was streaming. Isn't that terrible, Toasty? Okay, darling. I'll see you. I can't believe you stopped by. Thank you, sweetheart. I sure appreciate it. If y'all like to play Merge Dragons or Merge Magic, my little Toasty, she is it for me. I love her. She's great. She's got an amazing personality. She does Merge Magic and Merge Dragons. That's her main ones. But I love it. I love watching her streams. So, anyway, yeah, but that's... I'm rambling again. I feel like I'm just rambling. Let's see here. It's 5:43. I guess we've been going almost 2 hours. Have you had enough of my babbling? Merge Magic and Merge Dragons, Carrie. And if you don't play those games, you got to play them. Oh, yeah, the beach is absolutely beautiful. But see, for me, my whole life, I've never been able to get out in the sun. I've never had a tan in my life. I either have to stay completely out, or if I do, quote, get out without coverage or anything, I get the worst sunburn. And, you know, by the time you're my age, you've learned, hey, not going to do this. So that's why I can't get out there. Now, I love walking down the beach at night. And, of course, I hadn't been to the beach in several years. But I do like that. And I love listening to it. It's so hypnotic, you know. Thank you, Toasty. I love you. Mwah! I'll see you later, my dear. I can't believe you stopped by. I'm very flattered. Thank you, sweetheart, for doing that. Game of Games, rise up. I'll tell you something you might not know about me. I love Minecraft. I just made a confession. I absolutely am sucked into Minecraft. I love it. Now, let me tell you the twist on it. My son he can do anything computer. So he made us, we've got a private server. And all my little great nieces and nephews, and my nephew and my brother and sister-in-law and my little niece-in-law. We have a blast. Let me just say that. We have a blast. We have a blast. And it's so weird because it's like we're all there in Minecraft, all looking blocky and crap. And, but we're playing together and we're talking. You know, we might be on Discord with headset or something. So it's like we're all together. We're in different houses, but we're together. So we have family time laughing about stuff like that. So it's great. So yeah, Gamer Gang, rise up. Oh, I have some closet gamers up in him. Yeah, that's good. We do it. We've been doing it. I think I started playing in 2014. I mean, you know, get tired of it and walk away. But my sons and my oldest great nephew, they are now tweaking and working on a public server for Minecraft, and it's off the hook fun. They got some games in there and stuff. It's pretty fun. I've tested a little bit, but I think they'll be pretty successful with it. But yeah, that's it. So see, I let out a couple of secrets, didn't I? That I am quite a bit of the gamer. And I do cook, and I love Delicious Emily games. And I've been playing them for like, what, 10, 12 years since they came out. So that little time management, yeah, I'm into that. So I don't do it all the time. But you know, when you're sick and you're down and you can't do a whole lot, gaming helps quite a bit. And I love hidden object games too. So anyway, okay. Y'all keep getting me off on these branches, babbling away about, now I'm talking about games, and you know, it's a cooking channel. So, Patang! That's it, girlfriend. You know it. You know it. Patang! I know. I laughed to myself. I was cooking in a video. I said, I think I'm going to tell Toasty, I'm going to say Patang instead of BAM, like Emerald. You better copyright it, baby. No, I'm just teasing you, sweetie. I love it when you do that, though. It's great. Oh, Carrie, you've just known me since I'm, what, 14 or 15? You're a little old bitty thing. Gaming's great. It really is. It can get you through some stuff, I'll tell you. You rock, baby. You rock. You know you rock. I know I even feel bad sometimes. I'm multitasking, but I'll have Toasty going in the background, and I'm thinking, it's like I'm in, but I'm not saying anything, so it's kind of like I'm a lurker. Is that like creepy, or I'm just... Yeah, I do think that. I'm thinking, man, I'm a lurker. Oh. Let's see, what else? What else y'all want to know? I love ghost stuff. Not all this crap on TV, that's fake crap. But real stuff, paranormal, you know, unexplained stuff. And I don't mean UFOs and stuff. I don't lean more toward that. I'm more of a just pure paranormal, can't be explained kind of deal. So there's another secret. Maybe I'll tell a couple of ghost stories when October comes, because I have a few. Maybe I'll do that. And the only reason my big butt isn't out looking around for ghosts is because if I did see something, I'd be the first one in the movie that goes down. Ah! I wouldn't be the last one all bloody and stuff, tired from fighting. I'd be the first one that went down. It's just the truth. I'm talking the truth. Yeah, I've had experiences for sure, but if I saw something real, man, that I can't say what it'd make me do. I'd be falling all over myself. I'd be like in Looney Tunes when like Tom or something, they'll bust through the wall and it's like the shape of them, you know, that'd be me. It'd be just like my shape. That'd be a big hole though. If I saw, I'd be like, wow! Oh yeah, I got some ghost stories. Well, I'm going to tell you another secret. Hey, Hedy, what's cooking? I'd kicked around having a channel, but never thought about cooking. My husband wrote the theme song to Hey Hedy, What's Cookin'. He actually wrote that for me for a YouTube channel that was going to be about ghosts. And it's called The Ghost Song. It's really a great song. Y'all only hear a snippet of it now, but I think a long time ago I put the whole song up, but I wouldn't even know where it would be now. Well, I mean, on YouTube. It'd be a really old video. But yeah, it's called The Ghost Song, and he wrote it for me, just for a theme song. But then I said, well, Nathaniel's want me to have a cooking channel. I said, why don't you write me another song? And he said, well, you don't like that song? Just call it the cooking song or something. I said, no, if I use it, it'll still have to be called the ghost song. I'm not going to change the title. I like that. So. But anyway, yeah, there's something else I let slip out today. Yeah, Mysterious. I know about that app. I am not that, like I said, I couldn't get away from anything. There is a guy I watch. I've been watching him since he had like 400 subscribers or something. I don't know. But I love it. He used to do like, I'm not really into that too, but I like him. He's an old Tennessee boy. And I just liked him. And he would do that, what do they call that, exploration, like abandoned buildings and crap. And then he started doing some paranormal stuff because he had just had some experiences and stuff. And last week he uploaded one, and it was weird and creepy, and yeah, and I've heard they've been having really bad, weird, somebody, I think in a different country, of course that could be a rumor, I don't know, or maybe it was California, it was somewhere far off, but they found a dead body in a suitcase, but they were led to it by that app. So yeah, I do too, Carrie. I love it. I admit it. Yeah, that Red Antarctica. What's happened is, even if it was something interesting in the beginning, I think it's turned into let's grow stuff. This guy, anyway, the guy that I'm talking about, they did it in the app, and it led them to some woods way in the middle of nowhere, but there were some houses around. And, it was kind of silly at first. It was like a badly done pentagram with sticks, and all it was, I think it was rotten meat. Of course, in a hot Tennessee summer, that meat's going to rot quick if it's been left out in an old beat up Dutch oven. And they had that right in the middle of that pentagram. And then they had a knife wedged into a doll's neck with some kind of satanic symbol on it. It was just stupid. At first I thought it was scary because maybe it'd be like paranormal. Then I'm like, what? I don't know. This butt would not be following instructions on a pen on a map to do that. No way. But anyway, yeah, and I think it had meat blood on the doll or something. It was just stupid. But it was weird. They had even taken the time to mow out sections of the woods where they all kind of looked alike, and they got startled several times. They got turned around and they had to come out of the woods far off from where they parked. But anyway, yeah, it was kind of weird. But what if it would have been a nut? I mean, it's probably just some silly teenagers or something, but what if it was a nut and you were out there doing that? So yeah, it's pretty freaky. Randonautica. Yeah, I'm not that adventurous. Yeah, see? And Carrie, you don't know. You don't know what it's going to do. Yeah, but yeah, I'd be real careful doing it. That guy got so freaked, he deleted it. Him and his ghost hunting friend, they both deleted it. It was too weird. Because you don't know. And the thing is, but say it led you to the house, and then I don't know the details. I don't know if it gives you information. But what if you knock on the door and they know it's some nut in there with a shotgun? I mean, you don't know about nowadays. You just don't know. And people are nuts. A scarecrow in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that'd scare the PD Whitley out of me. Yay! I'd be like, we shouldn't be doing this. It's too creepy. But anyway, yeah, in general, I do love that. But I can't stand all this fake crap on TV. I think when Ghost Hunters started, they felt legit and everything. And I think as years progressed and then all the copycat shows started coming on, there's one. Never mind. I'm not going to even say it. There is a show. It's been on a long time. And that woman is about, that psychic woman is about fake as Dolly Parton's fingernails. I don't know. I made that up. So, anyway. See, y'all just keep me rambling. You get me on something. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd be getting out of there quickly. I'd be, cop, pull me over. I'm going 120. I'm getting away from that scarecrow. Especially, you know, it'd have to be creepy. And if they had it just wirelessly where it just went, or something like that, you know, I'd be like, I'm not that crazy astronaut woman that drove to Florida and didn't stop. I don't have any depends on. You better get me out of here. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Some cray-cray stuff going on. All right, folks. Well, I'm enjoying this, and y'all know I'll keep going. But we've been going for almost 2 hours. I know y'all got to be sick of me rambling by now, because, I mean, it's probably boring what I'm talking about. Ooh. Only mountains, no, and in the mountains you can't see good anyway at night. Oh man, no. I wouldn't even got close enough to find that scarecrow. I would have been like, whoop, no, do not turn down the dirt road, no. Don't do it, stop. But yeah, maybe in October just for fun. I mean, of course I'm cooking, but I've got a few little stories I could tell. I don't think I'm a very good storyteller, but I'll try. I share my experiences with y'all. How about that? Yeah. You're like, get me out of these mountains. No, my flashlight, it just got drained. Well, you know what that means. If your flashlight battery camera drained, you better get the HE double hockey sticks out of Dodge. Oh, me. Okay. Well, we'll do that. I've got at least 3 and probably 1 or 2 more. But 3 that just really were mind-blowing. And so, okay, Marie. Marie, I can't thank you enough. 16 hours. Come on, baby. Go get you a nap. I'm flattered that you did that. All of y'all, Barbara, everybody, Carrie, you know, all the people I'm talking about give my love to. You give your mama a big old sweet hug from me and tell her I still have my pictures she painted for me. I still got my tiger and my pretty flowers. I love them. I love anything your mama does. Okay, all, I am loving you. Thank you for sticking with me. And let me try to get where I can, hold on, this mouse. I got to do something different with this mouse. It works anytime I want it to, except, there we go. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get to where I'm going to be able to end it. Okay, everybody, let me minimize the actual YouTube. Okay. Well, I think I accidentally closed. There it is. I thought I was like, why did I close YouTube? No, please don't. I love y'all so much. We will do this again. If I can try, if anybody wants to. Look, I'm open for suggestions. Just, I'll have to maybe do a poll or something, but somebody tell me, when do you think would be a great time to do this? Do you like Saturday afternoons? Is Sunday afternoon preferable? Middle of the week, one of each. I don't know. Well, we're going to work on it, okay? Y'all, I have rambled so much. I'm embarrassed I've rambled so much, but I had a good time. And y'all are wonderful people, and thank you for supporting me and showing up in my streaming. I appreciate it so much. I know I'm just getting started on this, but I love y'all. I'm blowing kisses. You all know who you are. Barbara, everybody, Marie, Debbie, everybody. Y'all know I'm bad. Sepsis 3 times. Y'all know I'm bad, and I've always been bad with names, but y'all know who you are because I talk to you all the time. And mysterious, and Carrie, I can't believe you came on here, sweetheart. I love y'all, and I'm telling you that. I hadn't got to tell you that in a long time when I was actually looking at you. Have I, Carrie? Okay, I love y'all, everybody. Thank you, Wacky, everybody, ADD. There's Stacy. I love you, woman. I love you, woman. I'm looking at you. Okay, we'll do this again. I can't believe I just saw that. Have a great evening, everybody. We are going to stream again, okay? So sending hearts and hugs and love to y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Stacy, I'll see y'all. I hadn't been on Facebook. Don't be mad. Bye. Let me figure out how to stop the stream. Whoa.